Hey guys, and welcome back to the Fit Fat Dad podcast, coming at you with episode 6, season 2, part 2 of How to Be Unoffendable. So sit back, relax, enjoy. We're coming at you. Let's do it.
Okay, let's get going on. So rule number 6, engage in open-minded dialogue.
Doesn't happen enough today in today's world. There is no dialogue going on right now.
There is this is how I feel, and this was the real situation.
And it does not, and there is no respect between differing opinions in most situations.
Yeah. Have you ever just broken down, and maybe you've gotten in an argument, or you feel like somebody wronged you, or maybe it was somebody who just blew up on a phone call, cut you off in traffic? What if you could go back and just say, hey man, like, this is how that made me feel. Was that your intention?
Yeah.
What did you mean to actually communicate? And is there something that I should know about that may have influenced why you did what you did?
I think as men, we're a little bit more inclined to do this.
You think?
In some aspects.
Oh, I would go the complete opposite.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, you've heard of the bro thing. Hey, open conversation dialogue right here. Here we go. So no, I think if men typically would be like, dude, why'd you do that? This made me feel this way. Okay, we good. We fist bump, give each other a hug, and walk the other way. Now, in my opinion, I think females tend to carry the burden a little bit, and because they're a little bit more emotional, right? And that's just how ladies work.
Yeah.
It stews longer than what it has to.
Yeah.
So I think maybe it's not that men engage in the conversation better, but it doesn't go as long. Like, we're quick to be like, man, dude, you messed up. Like, oh, can we be good? Can we get past this?
Well, I'm going to lose probably bro points for this, but I would actually put that more to men are just more stubborn and hard-headed.
Okay. And
they're pushing through it, even though they've been scarred, hurt. They're compartmentalizing.
That's fair.
I don't think they actually, I'm not speaking for every.
Yeah.
I think the natural tendency is to bury it.
Yeah.
Because that's what you've been taught.
No, that's fair.
Because talking about emotions is weak.
Yep.
Weak. And communicating how you feel, I think people just bury it. And they'll do we're good, bro. We're good. But you're not really good. And that thing will come back up 2 years.
Hey, that's fair.
So I think we're all pretty equal, men and women, in that. And
okay.
It's just, it's different.
I think different is the right word.
Different is the right word. Take us to rule number 7.
Practice self-care. Okay. As a fitness guy, I think if you are not working out or getting out or hiking or doing something physical, I think it's a lot easier to sit and reflect on your thoughts and waller in your sorrows.
Waller.
That's an Alabama term, waller.
There you go.
If you've never heard it, look it up.
But you're true. So I look at this one and call it outlet.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there are things that we have talked about that you can sit there and try to work through and come at ease. And the only thing that's really going to really help you feel better is a good old-fashioned good workout.
Yeah, I agree. So, whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
It may be going for a walk.
Just anything, clear your head.
Yeah.
It is amazing that once physical activity and the endorphins kick in, just how much better you feel about yourself. I don't understand how people that don't exercise, how they handle stress.
I do.
Does it eat them alive?
They turn to substances.
Well, this is true. And that could be anything. It doesn't have to be drugs or alcohol.
No, like
junk food and Netflix.
I mean, it could be literally, hey, I'm going to bury myself into a Netflix show for 8 hours and watch, I'm going to binge watch a TV show.
Yeah.
And what happens on the other side?
It's
nothing. It's still there.
Yeah. And this doesn't just have to be physical. Even though I would highly recommend it and put it number 1. It can be mental self-care. It can be emotional self-care. It could just be finding a outlet that allows you to escape the stress and deal with it in a very healthy, positive way. So let's take us to number 8. Seek to learn and grow. And this one, this one's really hard, because how often do we develop our own opinion in this day of politics and there's so much knowledge out there that you can quickly go down a path of whatever you believe. You can find all the YouTube videos, all the Google searches to, at least in your mind, validate that.
Yep.
But how often are we looking into somebody else's, what they believe and the line of sight that they were coming from, or their angle, to get a different side of what's going on? I would say almost never. Never does anybody actually try to understand where somebody else is coming from, why they're saying the things that they do, why their political beliefs are the way that they are. They just take whatever they agree with and amplify that and pour more into it. But I think we would be better served to, even if we don't believe it, at least understand it.
No, I agree. I mean, with as polarized as our country is as far as beliefs right now, if you're having a conversation with somebody that has a differing opinion and you're so steadfast in yours, at least understand. Like, if your opinion was different than mine, I may differ than you a lot, but it doesn't mean I don't love you, because in my opinion, like what you said earlier, there's going to be one judge at the end of the day.
Yep.
And you know what? My job is to love you as my brother, but I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to agree with your lifestyle. I don't have to agree with anything you do.
Yeah.
Do I have to understand why you do all the things you do? No, but what I can do is I can seek to understand. I can ask questions and have conversations, and at the end of the day, gain knowledge.
Yeah, you will gain knowledge because you will explore areas that you never thought.
Exactly.
And at least at the end of the day, as you said, we can not agree on that.
Right.
But you can say, well, I do understand, even though I don't agree with that, why Blair was so passionate in that, because that explains a lot about how he was raised.
Yep.
That explains a lot about the life that he lives. That explains a lot about just his mindset and what he's walked through. I never had to walk through that, so there's a reason why I may not be as strong in that perspective, and we can walk away. And it didn't attack me because I have a better understanding where you come.
And at the end of the day, you're still going to love me, right?
I'm still going to love you.
Yeah.
I'm still going to love you. Number 9, rise above personalization. And what this means is that look at the people that attack you or say negative things to you. Look at that as a reflection of their own struggles and not a personal attack against you. And I've seen this, that the best quote, hurting people hurt people.
Yeah, okay.
Well, hurting people do hurt people.
Okay, yeah, I had to unpack that one real quick.
Had to unpack,
yep.
But hurting people hurt people.
That's right.
And if they're not in a good stage, or they have a calloused heart, and the only thing that they know how to do is lash out and bring people down because they won't allow people to lift them up. They won't allow compliments. They won't allow the positivity. All they know is negativity. So look at their negativity as a reflection of their own heart.
Yep.
And that's an area and an opportunity for us to actually probably pour into them.
That's right.
And get them out of that spot.
Yep.
So that's another way to not be offended in that, but not a poor, pitiful me.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
Embody gratitude. Last one, man. Appreciation.
So here is something that's really enlightening.
Okay.
It's a light bulb. So gratitude and anger cannot coexist.
Ooh. That's pretty good.
Mic drop.
We're done for the day, guys.
We're done. But they can't. You can't be grateful and have a sense of appreciation and joy and be angry and hateful at the same time.
You can't. You're right.
We are so lucky, and I don't think we realize that there are a lot of people out there that just are walking through situations that are very hard. If we woke up today out of bed, and we're 6 feet above it instead of 6 feet below it,
it's a good day.
We should be grateful.
Yep, 100%.
There is opportunity in every day.
Yep, 100%.
So that will help lead to a deeper sense of peace and commitment. And it will, if we just looked at everything as, if somebody offends us, let's find the positive in it. Let's find the gratitude in it. Let's find, instead of the negativity. And I think if we can make that, if that becomes the habit, that we're grateful in any situation, that just transforms our mindset. And all of this goes back to mental toughness, because it is. I mean, these things are still going to happen to you. And to kind of wrap this up, nobody's saying that you can't address the situation.
Yeah.
Right. You can absolutely address the situation, but it's very important in how you address the situation.
Yes.
Like, I can call attention to it. I can say, hey, man, this is how it made me feel. Was that how you meant to do that? Or, hey, man, but at the end of the day, we walk away from harboring that inside. And that's the real key and sense to inner peace from being unoffended.
I love it.
Guys, I appreciate you joining us on this journey of being unoffendable. And just remember that the true mastery in all of this lies in the ability to stay calm in the face of adversity.
Exactly.
And making the choice that I'm not going to allow this to wreck me, and I'm going to be unoffended.
Everything is a choice, man.